gonna be life maxing episode 1 today. It's currently Thursday. Last week I started life maxing and I flopped. I flopped consistently, flopped consistently, bro. Like I said I was gonna do this one thing, never did it the next day. Said I was gonna do this one thing, never did it the next day. And right now I'm about to do some research on how can I lock in, how can I do that monk mode, because I want to do that monk mode. Before this I have so many like different ideas that I wanted to record and do this and that, do a film where I try to touch 10K a month, or if I have my first I can't even fucking speak, have my first 5-figure month. I'm sorry for cussing. I wasn't really like doing this to my fullest potential, and deep down I felt like, hey, I can't put this out because again, life maxing, you know, like it's just me living day to day, like half-assing my life, you know. And I really want to make a change in my life because again, with trading, I realized that, you know, trading is a vehicle, but it's also a reflection. It's a reflection of your internal world and your external world. And right now, my internal world is all messed up in here. You know, like I'm over here. First thing I do is come look at the charts. I need to have a routine, a morning routine every single day that I follow. And you know, I even see it visually, like, hey, we don't have this confluence, but I'm gonna still take it up. What happens if it wins? And then I hit break even. I get scared. I move my stop loss to break even. The thing is, like, I'm saying I'm gonna put in the work, but I'm not putting in the work. And this is like what haunts me. This is what bothers me because again, this month has been by far one of my, not my worst months, but it's like the underperforming month, where if I simply just stuck to what I was gonna say I was gonna do and I followed my rules and I was disciplined and I was consistent in my approach and my routine, I would have had probably like a payout, or if not halfway through to getting a payout. And I'm just like, I'm disappointed in myself in terms of like, what am I doing? You know, like you say you're gonna do one thing, but you're not doing it. But I'm over here flopping, you know, and like I'm tired of that, you know. I'm gonna write down the key habits that I need to do every single day. So before that, meditation. I did say I was gonna do meditation, so I'm gonna go meditate right now. Another thing too is like my system. My environment. I wanna change my environment. I wanna add more and take away, you know. I wanna add more and take away. I'm about to head off to the gym. Here is the date. It's currently the 15th, April. 10:53 right now. Again, life maxing. I was just washing my clothes right now. Trying to get ahead, you know. I need to clean my room, clean my environment. I actually want to change my room and my environment and shift it to make it a little bit more professional, but also a little bit more cozy, you know, and make work feel less like work, you know. Make it feel like more of like I'm in a video game, you know, and I'm trying to level up the character every single day in every single way. And that's kind of the environment I want to put myself in. Like it's a business, of course, and I'm really like serious about this, and I don't play around. At the same time, I want to have fun, you know. Like you want to have fun when you're doing these things. Let's go to the gym. Let's talk about what we need to do for this weekend. One of the key habits I want to do is drinking water almost every single day. You know, drinking water only, not drinking, you know, Red Bull, these energy drinks, Powerade, none of these drinks that are not good for you. I realized majority of the time when I'm drinking them, I feel like shit after, especially with soda. I was drinking Coca-Cola yesterday, you know, doing this and that, you know, and it's not a good habit of mine, you know. If you want to be the best at whatever you have to do, you have to like be the best outside of what you're doing, you know. Like if I want to be the best version, saying is you need to be the best version of yourself outside the charts. You need to be going to the gym daily. You need to build good habits outside the charts, so whenever you're on the charts, those good habits reflect, you know, your discipline, you're patient, you're waiting for your system, you're waiting for your model. You're gonna have to be able to build that patience. You're gonna have to be able to build that resilience in order for you to succeed in trading. And again, this is why I'm starting this life maxing series, because again, I realized the past 2 weeks I haven't been studying, I haven't been, you know, analyzing, I haven't been doing the things that I told myself I was gonna do. I don't know, I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of feeling like that. I feel like I need to put in more work, and that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know. And I really do want to, you know, reach those five-figure months, 6-figure months, but I'm realizing that, you know, the 4 figures, that's where you get started, you know, the consistency, and it compounds, you know, over time. And over time you'll realize that majority of the time, if you simply work consistent throughout those weeks where, you know, you blew those accounts, or you missed those trades, or, you know, you lost those trades, if you were just consistent in terms of following your system, building good habits, and doing the right things, long-term wise, you would have, you know, probably been max allocated. You would have probably got that payout. It's boring, trading's boring, or my life is boring, then that's fine with me for the next 3 months. I did journal the first trade. I didn't journal the second trade. I just don't want to journal it, but I have to journal it, so I will journal it when I get home, and then probably review them. I'll probably review the lesson log and the playbook. Might, you know, go for a walk with my dog, and then I'll probably go see my girlfriend. That's pretty much really it. Okay, so today is Thursday, and we basically took 2 trades. One loss on 2 accounts, and then the other accounts we hit for a 1% win. So here are the accounts right here. As you can see here, we had 3 accounts here hit for a win, and then the other 2 got locked out. So total P&L 713 here. We're up on this one, 713. On this one 713, and then this one we're up 713. So I need to journal these trades. I'm about to journal them right now, and then probably gonna do the hindsight trade. But yeah, I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna do my playbook. I'm gonna talk to you guys. As you probably already saw me review, analyze my trades. Now it's time. It's 10:05 right now currently. I'm about to do a trade recap, and then after that trade recap, I'm going to be reviewing my playbook for 15 minutes, and that's really it. But yeah, that's pretty much really it. I'm gonna get back to work. Again, you can watch them all you want, but I'd rather put in the work. And one thing I've noticed is they're not benefiting me. You know, like watching these other traders is a form of entertainment and is not bettering me. So if I'm not learning anything, especially, you know, from like people that I'm watching, then there's just no point of watching it, you know. But I didn't show you guys, but I am drinking my half a gallon. I'm drinking my half a gallon of water right now, and put some electrolytes. One thing I'm realizing is, again, no sodas, but I did drink a lot of Red Bull yesterday, and that's because I was with my girlfriend. That's really it. I drink Powerade, I drink some Red Bulls, and then I didn't really drink water. So now I'm drinking water. I'm trying to rehydrate myself, trying to stay in the best shape of mind for this week, and honestly for this month, and just for this year, honestly, bro. Like, I'm tired of being like sluggish. I felt really sluggish when I was drinking sodas, when I was drinking, you know, juice too. I'm just trying to drink water with electrolytes. Alright guys, so I'm currently uploading the video right now, and then as I'm doing that right now, I'm about to do the hindsight trade for today. So alright guys, so I just got done journaling my confluence. Here was the 5 minute. Here as you can see, we had a 5 minute change in the state of delivery. This is the trade I was talking about in the trade recap. Here also you can see that there. You can see we had that standard deviation. Market went down lower, target the sell side, and the -1 standard deviation to then eventually reverse. So that was pretty much the trade for today. Again, now it's really reviewing and doing this every single day. The better prepared, need to have a routine in the morning to be able to prevent certain mistakes like the one where I wasn't copy trading the accounts. In terms of reviewing, I feel like whenever I review, I feel like I'm doing the same stuff. I'm just looking at the same chart, doing this and that, same confluences. But I want to go more in depth. You know, I want to go more in depth. I want to ask myself questions. You know, like, why was this trade good? Why was this trade bad? I want to start doing things like that. And like, hey, why was this trade better than the other one? You know, certain questions, compare and contrast, and just start like, I guess, like analyzing the chart and the trades differently than the average individual would. Because again, I don't want to be average. I want to be better than everybody. So you have to do things that, you know, top people do. All right, so I just got done meditating. I am a little bit hungry, but now we're about to review the playbook, and then we're also going to review the lesson log and all this and that. Why do I review my lesson log? Why do I review my playbook? Even though I'm profitable, even though I have a system, even though I've seen it a million times already. Main reason why is because of consistency. I think like once you review something every single day and you continue doing it every single day, and again, trading is a business. I treat this shit like it's a business. I don't treat it like it's a game. So if I'm gonna analyze my performance every single day, and I'm gonna analyze, hey, what was I doing right? Why was I doing it right? Why did this trade look like this? Why did it form? What type of setups, what models, this and that. I have to review, I have to really analyze this, and I have to really be thinking about it from a business perspective, you know? This is not a game, you know, it's not a video game. This is not, you know, some sort of, you know, like, oh, you know, you try to backtest 1,000 hours and you win. You know, I used to think like that. I used to treat it like it's a game, and I didn't see the results I wanted to see. Repeating the same mistakes, that's what I was trying to say. I kept repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again because, again, I wasn't reviewing, I wasn't analyzing, I wasn't thinking to myself like, hey, you keep making this mistake, don't make it anymore, and just continue to do this. You do this right, you get this result. You do this wrong, you get this result, you know. And messing around, I just was wasting my time. I was consuming content. I was, you know, watching anime. I wasn't playing video games, but I was watching other people play video games, like Valorant players, you know, this and that. And all right, so I'm about to go to work, but I was thinking about an epic story. Hesitation kills epic stories, and I realized if I keep hesitating on doing the right things, building the right habits, living the right lifestyle, then my epic story won't be created, you know? And I would have just been mediocre, and I would have swept into mediocrity and been a part of the 99% of people that don't succeed. And yeah, I caught myself, you know, earlier just laying in bed talking to my girlfriend on the phone, when in reality I could have been studying, I could have been going for a walk, reviewing certain things, you know, or talking to her and just. All right, so we took no trades. Today is Friday. The market is just pumping and pumping and pumping. Let me show you guys real quick. You see that there? Look at the markets here. They're just pumping and pumping. I didn't find anything I wanted to trade following my system, so just had to walk away and just take the L there, you know. So right now, what am I gonna do is basically review the playbook, review the lesson log. I didn't get to do that yesterday, so I'm gonna do that right now, get that out the way, and then of course finish the weekly lesson log because I'm not taking a trade today, and just finish everything for this week, and then. Alright, so I just got done reviewing the playbook as you saw. Now we're about to do another 15 minutes. In these 15 minutes, I'm going to be doing the lesson logs, and I'm going to be going from the weekly one to the monthly to the yearly. And then after that, I probably will review the trade for today, which is like complete the weekly lesson log that we have, you know, basically we're done for the week. And one thing I want to do or incorporate is other markets. You know, I've seen a lot of people trading gold, oil, you know, all these liquid markets right now, especially during these war times, I guess. And they're trading them really, really nicely, and I want to start to expand my market horizon. And same thing with my session horizon. I want to trade sessions, like different sessions. Instead of AM session, I would want to trade, you know, I want to trade like probably PM session, or yeah, probably New York AM or New York PM, and then different markets like gold. One account we're down 293. The follower account, the main account is at 509. Again, we only have really one good trade left, and we're down $1,000 basically for the past month. And then this account we're up 697. This account we're up 726, and then this account we're up 713. So 3 accounts we're up around 700 average, and then one account we're down 200 or 300 around there, and then this account we're at a $500 balance. So in all due reality, the leader account does seem kind of cooked if we don't win the next like 3 setups. But then again, we're not really having a high trade frequency, so if we really pinpoint and we get really picky and we take only the highest quality setups, it's very doable that we bring this account back to life. It's really just, again, up to my decisions and my personal input. Alright, so basically right now I just finished up reviewing the lesson log, and then I also reviewed the trades for the week, and I went through my learning section. So I usually leave that blanked out, and whenever like the trading week comes to an end, I fill that in, you know, after I'm done reviewing every single trade and understand why I lost. Because again, when you lose, or whenever after you take a win and you get your dopamine, your everything is just like fried. I won't lie, you're overstimulated, you're overcooked, and like you don't analyze it correctly like in the moment. So that's why I usually like waiting, letting it marinate for a little bit, and then I like to analyze the trade and see what we could have done better. So just take good trades. Take 2 to 3 good trades. Again, my system only presents really 2 to 3 good trades per week minimum, and then maximum is like 4 trades, 4 to 5 trades max. But of course, if we incorporate other markets and other sessions, we will find probably more setups. Maybe, you know, if we incorporate New York PM, and then, you know, New York AM with other markets, we probably will find. All right, so I finished doing the weekly review and the weekly lesson log, and I'm gonna show you guys. I did post the trades on the Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, make sure you join up. The G7, I went through every single trade right here for this week, and I wrote down my analysis. As you can see here at 13:45, I basically did that, and then I'm burping. I drink way too much water right now. I just finished doing my weekly lesson log. Well, I didn't just finish. I was doing my laundry right now, but I did finish this one right here, April 17th, as you can see, for week 3 of April. And then I was reviewing the trades that we took today. So that's pretty much really it. I'm gonna walk my dog, do this and that, drink my water. Really, yeah, that's really it. Honestly, just reviewing, analyzing, continuing to review. That's really it.